Dr. Grady, many times you've said that the flood killed off the prehistoric animals. How do you explain the prehistoric sea creatures like the Dagosaurus, the Plesiosaurus, the Elamosaurus? There have been plenty of food for them in the water, i.e. the dead dinosaurs, fish, etc. That's from Dave. What do you think?
Well, first of all, there is no such thing as prehistoric. God starts the Bible on day 1, week 1, month 1, year 1. So it's incorrect to call them prehistoric. Now, those creatures that lived in the ocean, including the great marine reptiles, as well as the fish and other various aquatic creatures, are created on day 5. Now, think about what was in the ark. There was nothing aquatic in the ark. There were no aquariums in the ark. So there were animals that survived in the water during the flood. You're absolutely correct. And they did eat whatever happened to be around because they're trying to survive the flood, which was traumatic. Now, many of them died because of the traumatic floodwaters, because of being buried or trying to swim through thick, muddy waters, and they asphyxiated. And that's the fossils that we find. But in terms of open water, the animals are eating, and that would include human carcasses. I have to point that out. But because they were aquatic, they did survive the flood, but as many other animals became extinct over time. The dinosaurs didn't become extinct immediately, but there were dinosaurs on the ark. There's only about 50, 55 different kinds of dinosaurs, and one pair each is about 100, 110 animals. And they did reproduce, and they are mentioned 10 times after the flood in the Bible. They are mentioned in ample amounts of human history up until 1883. We have figurines and artwork from all over the world to prove that they were living with people. And this includes even aquatic. I would point out with my Scottish tint that the Loch Ness Monster was nothing but perhaps an Elasmosaurus, Plesiosaurus, that was still alive several hundred years ago when Loch Ness was actually a fjord. And they were coming in and out, and people were seeing them. And this is where the Loch Ness Monster, mythology comes, because myth always starts in reality. But these creatures did eventually become extinct over hundreds and hundreds of years of time, the last 4,500 years roughly. And that's why we don't see them anymore.